Hey guys, it's Ross Tritipo here in beautiful Indianapolis, Indiana. Hello to everybody out there in carpet cleaning world. Today I wanted to show you my carpet cleaning van. It's a 2017 GMC Savanna. It's extended. It's got the upgraded front suspension up here for all the extra weight in the van. I put 17x9 rims on it, BF Goodwrench TAs. This thing is okay for action. The wrap was designed by Kickcharge Creative in New Jersey. My buddy Philip Newell did the logo design, which Kickcharge drew inspiration from, and then a local company called Shadow Graphics here in Indy did the install. They did a really good job. As you can see, it looks awesome. I'm sorry, I just ate some really spicy pizza, and I'm dying here. Let's check out the inside. Let me grab my light. It's gray and rainy outside, so we're stuck looking at this indoors, and the light's not necessarily very good. So that's the inside. I got about 2,300 miles on this van now. A trucking company bought this van. They were going to use it to clean out the sleeper cabs in their semi-trucks, and they never used it. It sat on their parking lot for literally a year. And when I got this van, no one had ever turned the carpet cleaning machine on, and it had 200 miles on it maybe. So I've got about 2,300 miles on it now. I'll just show you around. Front door here, I keep some crap here in this door. Some hoses from Butler for cleaning out the blower. There's an extra felt ring for the Rotovac. Gotta carry the, what's that stuff called? We'll come back to that because my brain's not working. Business cards in that little blue box, extra Home Depot bags. I use those for trash bags, as you can see. I blow my nose a lot, so need to have a trash bag. Oh, that's called Armor All. Yeah, you can't have a carpet cleaning truck without Armor All. I Armor All everything. Everything. Everything gets Armor All. Let's go check out the passenger side. Whew, this red pepper is going to kill me. Okay, folks. Here's the passenger view. That's the drive shaft there. Let me lay this light down. That's the drive shaft there. It comes from the engine of the van, the 6-liter engine. And it comes back here, and it powers the carpet cleaning machine back here. Got this idea from Mark Sager to put these huggers on there. These huggers are a product sold by Wonders Products, Joe Brister. And it was a really good idea to cover that drive shaft. My last Butler was all nicked up and dirty. The paint was all scratched off, and I saw a video where Mark had put these huggers over his drive shaft. I thought that's a really good idea. As usual, all of Mark's ideas are good. By the way, if you don't know who Mark Sager is, look him up on YouTube, and Chip Garber too. Between those two guys, their content that they put online on YouTube and Facebook, you can keep a Butler running for years and years and years. This little thing is kind of cool. I know it's ugly, this wooden thing. One of my customers is a retired cop, and he made that. He kept it in the front seat of his cruiser. And evidently a lot of cops make these. It straps in with their seat belt on the front seat, and they can keep all their paperwork and stuff in it. So I keep my water in there. I keep my Hello Kitty bag here. I'll show you what's in there. I give all my customers these fake little oranges with my logo on them. By the way, if you need promotional swag like that, let me know. I got a sweet hookup, Tom Miller with Mammoth Promotions. Always carry a gallon of water. I go through about a gallon a day, especially in the summer. Most important thing you can keep on a carpet cleaning van is a roll of toilet paper. Trust me, when you are cleaning apartments or empty rental homes and you eat spicy pizza with red pepper all over it, you're going to be really hurting if you don't have a roll of toilet paper. What else is in there? A little measuring thing. Extra 1.5-inch cuff. My sunglasses. Cheap crap from Zenny Optical. In here, this is toilet paper backup. Every time I eat lunch, I grab some napkins, shove them in here. Because, like I said, if you don't have toilet paper, you're screwed. And I keep all kinds of drugs in here. Ibuprofen, stuff for heartburn. Gotta have the heartburn stuff when you eat spicy pizza all the time. Let's see, what else can I show you? That green thing looks like Cookie Monster, except green. I use that to dust off the dashboard up there. Keep this van clean. I detail it every single week. Once a week, I clean it out. And there are paint strainers, which I use in the big filter that keeps the dump tank clean, the recovery tank. I'll show you that in a second. Some extra cuffs and stuff down in there. There's a nice view of the side. That's the ugly side since it has that rail there for the sliding door. But still looks pretty good to me. Nice and shiny. Let's check out what we got going on in here. This little guy here is a little side port that I can run the hoses through for when I'm cleaning in the ghetto and I don't want my van to get broken into. I can run the hoses through that and lock it up. I think it was intended for use when it's really cold outside, but it doesn't get that cold here in Indianapolis. Let's check out the inside here. Oh my God. It just looks too beautiful. It literally hurts my heart. It looks so good. Up here, that is a Devastator filter, handmade by Tom Conway. That is the best inline filter on the market. The only problem with inline filters is, where do you put it? I've seen guys use all kinds of different systems where they keep that filter here in the wheel well and it's rolling around, or foot well, it's rolling around all the time and it gets all dented up and you have to plug it in on every job. Really irritating, so I fabricated those brackets there and hung them from the ceiling. I wish I would have painted them gray. I painted them white because I thought they'd match the ceiling, but whatever. And the Devastator filter just hangs right there. And if you don't know what a inline filter is for, that catches all the junk that I suck up. So I could suck up gravel, nails, whatever I want, and it'll get stuck here in this filter instead of going way back here into the recovery tank. You don't want all that junk in your tank. And then when that filter gets full and dirty, I pull out the paint strainer, open this front door here, get a new paint strainer, put it back in the filter, and I can keep cleaning. But that thing works out really good up there. It's so convenient. I never have to touch it unless I am replacing the paint strainer. So when I hook up on a job, I just plug right in there to that cool cuff and I'm good to go. And I'm sorry, I'm really choking on this red pepper. Woo! All right, let's look at this beautiful machine. I've got almost 64 hours on the machine. As you can see, it still looks brand new. Like I said, I detail the entire van once a week. If you're in the cleaning industry and you can't keep your stuff clean, why should anybody respect you as a cleaner? Right? Makes sense to me. Let's see here. Here's the gauges. Got almost 64 hours. Yeah, it'll run about 240. In the winter, it struggles a little bit. In the summer, though, it'll run 240 at the machine all day long. Everything's nice and clean. Butler puts this like annoying plastic grid down here in this basin. And I just hate that stuff. I'm sorry, the lighting is messing up a little bit here. It's just hard to keep clean, so I took that stuff out of there and I put a piece of carpet in there. I think it looks a little bit better. It's a little easier to keep clean. That is a Butler 14-inch wand. My hand is blown out from years of pushing a 2-inch wand in my hand. I know it looks beefy and masculine, and it is, but I just can't hold a 2-inch tube anymore. So I have to use 1.5 inch, and the only decent 1.5 inch wand on the market is the Butler wand. Now, Butler normally has this big, ugly vinyl label on the top. The first thing I did was yank that off. Butler's glides are crap. They're Delrin. They're terrible. I got this Teflon glide from Joe Brister, once again at Wonders Products, and it fits on the Butler wand perfectly. That's a very hard to find glide. And, you know, call me crazy, I think that is the best 1.5 inch wand on the market. The welds are super pro. Everything on it is high end. Yes, it's heavy because it's stainless steel, but you want a heavy wand, in my opinion, because it doesn't chatter or skip. Everything on it's stainless. Even this tubing, nice stainless tubing. It's not an ugly, floppy hose that gets in the way and looks all gunked up after a couple years. Check that bracket out. I mean, that is heavy duty. Why would you want a cheap junk hose hanger hanging off your wand? Butler's valve is the most heavy duty valve I've seen on the market. Just everything on it is super high end. So guys, knock this wand, but it's awesome. If you put a real glide on it, then this is a kick butt wand. I always keep my stair hook on there so I don't lose it. And then of course, this stainless line here gets super hot, so that's why I have that on there. If I'm cleaning steps or something, I've got something I can hold on to without burning my hand. Now, if you know Butlers, you are probably noticing that this does not have a powered vac hose reel. And you're probably thinking, wow, I thought Ross was the man. He's got to be a complete loser if he doesn't have a powered vacuum hose reel. Well, you are right that I'm the man, but you're wrong that I'm a complete loser. This does have a powered vac hose reel. It's just not Butler's. It's my own design, you bunch of perverts. So check this out. I'll undo it a little bit. Look how freewheeling it is. It's nice and easy. That's the power button there. Check this crap out. Oh yeah, that thing will rip your arm off. I'll show you here when we look in the back door what I did. I've got, this reel was not originally on this van. It just had a single solution reel. I can't stand that. I've got to have a reel for my garden hose too. So that's about a $1,600 double reel, maybe $1,200, I don't remember. I don't pinch pennies, I pinch dollars, so money doesn't mean a whole lot when you know what you want and you have to have it. So I got this double reel from Butler, and it is designed to work with these mid-mount tanks. That is a 110-gallon freshwater tank right there. And in the back, right back there, that's a 110-gallon recovery tank or dump tank where all the dirty water goes. And then I've got 100 feet of garden hose on there. That's to fill the freshwater tank. I've got 200 feet of Joe Brister Wonders Products skinny solution hose. That's also Joe's flex restrictor. That's the best one on the market. That's Joe's valve. That's the best one on the market. And that's Joe's cuff, also the best one on the market. And I run 150 feet of vacuum hose on that reel. It'll fit 200, but if you don't roll it up just right, it's real hard to squeeze it on there. Of course, you got to keep your WD-40 to lube the blower, wipe adhesive off of stuff, just generally keep the van in good shape, keep it clean. I use it to lube these the rollers on the sliding door all the time. That's your water fill right here, and it goes through the water softener. I'll show you that when we look in the back door. And then just all these cool little shelves and stuff Butler puts in here. They've thought of pretty much everything. Matter of fact, they even thought of these little pins here. See these guys? You can take these out and you put them, oh, hopefully the lighting will cooperate here. Stupid lighting in here. You put them in these holes and it keeps your sliding door from sliding around. Now I don't ever have to use them because I put 9-inch wide rims on this van. The rims are so wide that when I open the door, it knocks right against that rim there, and that holds my door open. So I don't ever have to use those pins, and this door doesn't slide closed on me even on a slanted driveway. What else do we have in here? What else? That's your dump valve to empty the dirty water. Freshwater drain, automatic pump out. Who cares? Boring. Let's look in the back. Oh my God, just look how sexy that van looks. Don't you just want to crap your pants when you see that? In my opinion, that's the best looking carpet cleaning van on the road today in the United States of America. Probably North America, probably the world. Oh, citrus was taken, so I ordered SITRU 5. I thought the 5 would look like an S, but the state of Indiana uses a crappy font. So when it came in the mail, I got Citru 5. I guess if you squint, it kind of looks like citrus. I cannot stand a cluttered van with stuff everywhere. So when I got this van, I wanted to keep the floor space open. I do keep that Studebaker Airpath dryer on the van normally, but since I'm doing this video, I put it over there out of the way. But I travel light in this van. I just don't understand these guys that'll have 2 rotary machines and you just don't need all this stuff. A good wand, a good Rotovac, and a good vacuum is really all you need. I'm light on the chemicals too. I don't carry a whole lot of chemical. I got my pre-spray booster. That is some urine stain remover. I think that's rinse. That's in cap. That is a butyl-based pre-spray if I'm cleaning a disgusting rental home or something. I don't use it on residentials normally. And then back there is defoamer, I think. An underrated product, by the way. Everybody should carry defoamer on their van. Sometimes I put protector in this extra jug here. When I clean out my paint strainer out of that Devastator filter, you know, where do you put that paint strainer when it's all dirty and disgusting and full of smegma? So I carry these cheap little trash bags and I put the paint strainer in that. Little car wash brush. I don't use it to wash the van, but I use it to dust it, you know, like knock stuff off the top of the water tank when it gets debris and just gross up there. I can't find a good measuring cup. I always buy these from Home Depot and they break after a while. And of course, to sharpen my knife, carry a knife sharpening stone. Boring. Butler stair tool. I'll never use it. It's only there because if I move it, then everybody will wonder what this weird little base is screwed into the floor for. Vacuum. That is the ProTeam 1500 XP, the only vacuum that should be allowed on a carpet cleaning van, in my opinion. Let me get my light. We'll hop in here and check out what I did with the water softener. I didn't have the room or the desire to have a brine tank on this van. I've had water softeners with brine tanks on my carpet cleaning vans in the past, and it's a nightmare. There's salt water sloshing around everywhere. I just absolutely hate it. I just cannot stand it. I'm sorry the lighting is so bad. I don't know what to do to fix it. So that is a manual regen water softener. It is like for an RV that you would take to a camping site. Super easy, guys. It's not a big deal. You take the lid off, you fill it with salt, and you run water through it real slow. And that regens the water softener. I might do another video on it sometime in the future to show you exactly how I have it hooked up. It's super easy. I clean out my van once a week and detail everything. It takes about an hour to regen that water softener. And it takes me 2 hours to detail the van. So you do the math. I just do the regen when I'm cleaning out my van. Not really a big deal. Here, let me just move this vacuum. This is my automatic hose reel setup. My own design. You know, I'm not saying it's pretty, but it works. Can you see that okay? I don't know, the lighting is just so bad. Okay. That is a Hanna half power, or half horsepower 12 volt motor. The black ring sprocket you see there is also a Hanna part. It's a 13.5 inch ring sprocket. The pink thing is a base plate I had to make myself. And then I painted it just to kind of match my van. That base plate screws into the hub of the vac hose reel. Then the black ring sprocket attaches to the base plate. The ring sprocket is too big to fit directly onto the hub of the hose reel, so I had to put a base plate on first. Then I had to fabricate these little black brackets back here, one on that side, one on that side. I can't point to them because I'm holding the light here and holding the phone with my other hand. But I made those myself. They're just angle iron. And then 35 chain. I cut it to size, used a master link to put it together, and it fits on. Let's see if we can get a good view of it here. See that little sprocket in there? That's the motor sprocket. It's an 11 tooth. This setup is super fast. I think I'm going to keep it the way it is, but I could size that motor sprocket down to a 9 tooth and it would slow the reel down. But what fun would there be in that? I want it fast. I want it to rip my arm off. All right, there's my tile spinner. I can't stand stuff rattling around in the van when you're driving around. So I don't know if you can see it. I put some foam on the floor that the tile spinner sits on. Screwed some foam into the ceiling up there. See that? And then I strapped it in, and that keeps that thing from vibrating. It keeps it from scratching up the wall of the van. It keeps it from making a bunch of noise when I'm road raging around Indianapolis. Got to carry the magic erasers. I mean, why would you not? Sometimes you scuff a customer's wall or something and you got to knock that scuff off before they notice it. I do some carpet repairs, not a whole lot. So I carry a staple gun. There's also a knee kicker back there somewhere. Some vacuum bags back there for the 1500 XP. My shoe covers. Get those from Shuby. They're the best. That hose there is the automatic pump out hose. By the way, there's the automatic pump out. I don't know why guys say that this thing doesn't work. It works awesome. Never had any trouble with it at all in over 6 years of using Butler's automatic pump out. Toolbox with just the normal crap you'd expect in there. The Hydromaster Drymaster upholstery tool and the head for the Rotovac. Of course, I got the duck guards up there. I thought those things were so stupid when they first came out, but I got to admit, they are a really good idea, and I really like them. I don't ever reuse towels, so I keep clean towels under there, and I use them one time, then I throw them away, or I give them to Tori. Also, check this thing out. It's basically a prison shiv, but I used... took a part out of a filler gauge and put between a couple of pieces of plywood, and it's screwed in there in the middle. And that's what I used to clean out the slot jet on that Hydromaster tool. It works pretty good. And if you carry this into lunch with you, you can get a table all by yourself because nobody will want to sit with you. When you put that thing on the table, they figure you are an escaped convict. What else? What else? Foam blocks. Tile sealer. I keep motor oil for the felt ring on the for the Rotovac 360i. Too dark to even see what that is. Who cares? Rotovac 360i. Let's talk about that. Guys, why don't you keep yours clean? This thing has 50 hours on it. Look at it. It looks brand new. Why? Because I clean it off after every job. There's no excuse not to. Got to keep them suckers clean. All right, my battery's about to die. Let's go look over here at my shelf, my cabinets. This is pretty much where I run my whole business. So, just in 2 cabinets. Look at that. Got some chemical up there. I tried to hide most of my chemical because I don't want to shill for anybody, but you can't hide a Pro's Choice canister. Everybody knows that red and yellow. Simex brushes. That is a piece of foam I wedge under the Simex when I'm driving so the Simex doesn't roll around. Again, most important thing for a carpet cleaning van, crushed red pepper. You're going to need toilet paper, lots of it. Some tabs. Extra felt ring. Extra chemicals. I love this stuff. It works so good. Why do they put it in this stupid toothpaste tube? It is the worst idea ever. So I squeeze that into these empty bottles that I have. I used to give those to customers. Check this out. Can you read the ingredients? Yeah, there you go. I'll let you read that in your own time. You can pause the video if you want. Okay, what's down here? Those are my EDDM postcards. They just didn't fit at the house, so I put them in here. Big old bucket of pre-spray down there. That's all full of pre-spray. What's up here? Tripods. Yeah, I use them sometime. They're cool, I guess. Some extra Simex pads. Look at all those towels. Oh, I just love them. A bunch of extra Joe Brister parts back here. That is Butler's stock Delrin Glide, literally the stupidest invention of all time. Extra Shuby shoe covers. These are those plastic grids I took out of the side door that I replaced with carpet. I think the carpet works much better. Bunch of extra oranges, because, you know, customers always love more cheap Chinese junk. Salt to regen my water softener. Heavy-duty trash bags. I'm not going to tell you what those are for. And then, you know, my stuff's nice and organized. Look how nice that looks. And then, that's Tori's stuff. Just look at that. He's an animal. I'm telling you. A total mutoid. Oh, one last thing. My battery's about to die, and then I'll let you guys go. When you buy a Butler, they give you this terrible, cheap carpet on these shelves. See? It's just horrible. I replaced it all with real heavy rubber-backed carpet squares, and it works so much better. So that's a really good idea. If you ever want to upgrade your Butler a little bit, and my battery's about dead, guys, if you have any questions, hit me up. Ross Tritipo, CitruScrub Carpet Cleaning. One last look at this sexy van, and I'll catch up with you all another time.